Our second speaker tonight is actually a duo, and while some of you are meeting them for the first time tonight, many of you in the audience have known these gentlemen for years. They're both striving to lose weight and grow an audience, so would you please help me give a round of applause to Mr. Robby Slaughter as he joins me on the Spark stage tonight.
Where's our music?
Hold tight.
Hold on. Thank you.
Chris, you and I and the rest of the Sparks team have been doing Sparks for a long time.
Yeah, since June 2012, over 45 shows, and that's 130 speakers.
And an audience size of well over 3,000 people in total.
Yeah, and what's twice as many views of Sparks videos online.
So, Chris, what do you think that means?
Well, to me it means that folks that want to do Sparks Talk should listen to us.
Yeah. And they should ask for help, because that's why we're here.
So, Robby, what are some of the past Sparks Talks that you've loved?
Well, every talk has been interesting in its own way, Chris, but I love when Nick Carter did Go Small and Go Home about why, as an incredibly successful local entrepreneur, he was trying to seek humility.
Man, I can't stop talking about Tim Roberts' talk on the 2012 national elections. I mean, here's a leading sales coach that's doing an incredible argument about how polarizing our politics have become, and the guy never even gives his own opinion.
Right, or just last month when Amy Barge came on the Spark stage, a John Maxwell certified speaker, and told us the story of her divorce.
Oh my goodness, or last year when Ed Ball did his talk about his time in prison and how he wanted us to appreciate the little things.
Right, I love that talk.
Well, how about that one time, Rob, when you came on the stage and your talk about confessions of a recovering jerk, and I thought you were just talking about me.
Well, what do these all have in common, Chris?
Well, a great Sparks talk is not about your career, and it's not about an advertisement. It's about a story that only you have to tell, and people want to hear it.
That's right. And part of telling that story is using the timer well. Remember when Lisa McDonald gave a 4-minute talk on the 3 legs of gratitude?
Boy, do I. She talked so fast, but she finished right on time. I mean, she got 20 minutes worth of content in just 4 minutes on the clock.
Absolutely. And then just last month when Thaddeus Rex brought his guitar onto the Spark stage.
Oh my goodness, yes. He talked for 3 minutes, and I thought, like everybody else, that he was going to run out of time. But he took that guitar out, he sang his song, and he finished right on the buzzer.
Absolutely, yes. So the lesson is use every second, take full advantage of that timer.
So, Robby, what else should we tell future Sparks presenters?
Well, how about that they should practice using the timer?
Yeah, at least 10 times.
No, at least 20 times.
Let's make it 50. No, how about 100?
They need to have a word-for-word script and know it down cold.
Sparks is a performance. If you take it seriously, you could change people's lives.
Exactly, Chris. You've got to write your script out word for word. You've got to know it word for word, and you will be great.
Have we made this point enough?
No, probably not. You know, people get on the Spark stage, they get nervous, so they might think they're ready, but they need to practice again and again and again.
Agreed, but practicing is also doing it with your slides.
That's right, Chris. You know, your visuals are a huge part of the Sparks experience, and a lot of people miss that. We give our presenters a ton of resources on making great slides, but many of them do still struggle.
Yeah, and doing so with your slides means having a good visual, asking us for help, because it's really just one image and a few words that makes all the difference.
Absolutely, and you got to practice with your slides, which means rehearsing while clicking.
So let's review.
Ask for help. Ask any of the Sparks Advisory Board members. Ask past Sparks speakers. You are not alone.
Do not talk about your business. Do not talk about your career. Do not sell from the Sparks stage. Instead, tell a story or make an argument. The Sparks audience is going to love it.
Use that timer. Every second is yours. The audience is waiting to see how you'll take advantage of the few minutes allocated to you. Practice with it and use that timer.
Did I mention practice? I think we talked about practice, right?
Practice.
I mean, practice, right?
Right.
Okay. So don't read it, know it word for word.
Absolutely. And your visuals make a huge difference. So use our resources and ask for help.
We want to see you on the Spark stage. What will your Spark be?
What will your Spark be, Chris?
I don't know, but we should get off the stage.